The Pharmaceutical Society of Trinidad and Tobago hosts their annual conference on the 20th of July at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Joining us in studio is Alison Pouchette, President of the TPS-TT, and we also have with us Dr. Arlene Villarreal-Stewart, the Education Chair of the TPS-TT. Good morning to both of you and welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to have both of you on the show. I know that you must be quite busy preparing for this conference, but interestingly enough, this is an annual conference. So can you share with us when this started?
Okay, so this is our 5th annual conference, and so we started having these because the Pharmaceutical Society, our focus is to keep our members educated, updated. So we provide CEs, continuing education, and also we also stress on the ethical practice of our profession. So we try to tie everything in a conference, and it's also an opportunity for networking in our fraternity.
Definitely, that was one of the first things that came to me. I can only imagine how many pharmacists will be able to come out and enjoy, and I'm sure many more within the industry as well, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Dr. Villarreal-Stewart, again, welcome. Let's talk about the theme for this year's conference.
So the theme for this conference we have is Pharmacy 2025 and Beyond, Sustainable Realities. Now, because of digitalization and AI, we're seeing that is also implemented in health, so also pharmacy. So we want to educate our pharmacists about that, let them know in what aspects there are. And so we are having some wonderful speakers, some of them very educated in that field, not pharmacists or in health, but they are AI specialists in Trinidad. We have Mr. Leslie Leafook, very well known. He has from INCUS. And we also have Dr. Muradali. He's a medical physician, but he's also interested in digital health, and he has been with his company as well. So they are our featured speakers. And then we have our other persons who will be in just practicing pharmacists and physicians, and they're also going to be educating us about guidelines within their aspect of health, as well as where we have AI or even digitalization being implemented in the management of patients.
Definitely something that's well suited with the trends that we see happening in society right now. So from what you've just shared, I mean, you have given us some of the objectives of the conference, but what would you say are some of the key takeaways you would like participants to go home with?
I think for the key takeaways would be for the participants to be educated about digitalization in pharmacy and in health, as well as to see where we are going, from where we are at now, what we need to do to be where we're supposed to be at. Because in third world areas, third world countries, they have advanced even a little more than we have, utilizing a lot of computerization and stuff like that. But I think we need to be a little more educated on what capabilities we have and whether they are sustainable within our environment.
And definitely, I couldn't agree with you more. Now, Ms. Pouchette, let's bring you back into the conversation this morning. How receptive do you think the industry in Trinidad and Tobago is to these changes that we just discussed with Dr. Villarreal-Stewart?
So I think it's very timely. COVID-19, when we had in 2020, we saw innovative movements by our pharmacists to bring, WhatsApp prescriptions to their patients and having more convenience. And of late, we are seeing a lot more online presence of pharmacies. They have both physical and online presence. So what we are preparing for is the future. This is the theme of the conference, Pharmacy 2025 and Beyond. And it's a sustainable reality that we have to face. And so we are preparing them, empowering them with this information from the AI experts, but also the medical aspect of it is like the new molecules that they're making, the modalities, the new trends in medical treatment. So it's also focused not just on the pharmacists, but how can we better serve our customers and be more relevant so that we don't become, a left behind profession. So our profession is being threatened by many other options. I mean, everybody goes to Google and everybody does everything online. Amazon now is getting in on the big thing in the United States. So we are preparing our people in Trinidad and Tobago for this in the future.
Definitely for the future, and also right here, right now. So good on your entire team for preparing this and ensuring that awareness is there. Now, what about when it comes to the, let's say, vendors who are involved in medical technology? Are they also involved in this conference?
In terms of medical technology?
Yes.
The vendors may not be, because we only have like Leslie Leafook, who is informing us about that aspect of artificial intelligence and digitalization. Vendors, we would say we would have like Dr. Muradali, because he's actually in health, and he has been working with other persons like from other different organizations, as well as medical professionals, in terms helping persons to understand how they can implement that in their practice. Besides him, we also know a lot of other pharmacy industries. I've been reading up on those things like Pfizer, and they have also, just not here, but they have also been correlating things like drug development.
Right.
With other companies, AI technology companies. I mean, we may not be privy to that here, but that is also happening out there. I've been reading up on various research on that. A lot of our companies that we have here, Roche, Pfizer, you know, a lot of companies that we are actually going to be present at the conference.
Excellent.
So they also going to be looking at that aspect. They want to know where pharmacy is at, what pharmacists know, and what we can be able to contribute to them when that development arises. So I think it's imperative that pharmacists should be informed, because it's going to be coming. We can't stop it.
Agreed.
You know?
It definitely is going to be coming in many ways. It is already here.
Yeah.
As you would have mentioned, Ms. Bouchette, with Google. Now everybody self-diagnoses if they want to, which definitely can be a detriment, of course. So please don't do that. Make sure that you go to the professionals such as these two beautiful ladies in the studio.
We will be equipped and empowered with the knowledge to be able to contribute to them. Because in all of this, it still comes back down to the patient. And they are to benefit from the modern therapies that are developing.
Yes.
There are new modalities, as I say, coming on, and that is, it is AI in its own form, because it's intelligence in the chemical field, in the medical field. And the customers are being robbed somewhat because we are not yet up to steam with the other first world countries. And so they will be benefiting, because they will have access now to more information, more medications that are more updated. And so we will see lengthening of, but we have seen longevity, people living longer, but they have to deal with comorbidities, and so a quality of life for our people. So this is what our pharmacy mantra last year was. Pharmacists are contributing to a healthier nation.
Oh, yeah, well, that is for sure. If it's one thing we know, many rely on your friendly neighborhood pharmacist. But it's good to see that you're all coming together now. And speaking about coming together, who can attend this conference?
So basically, we have targeted our pharmacists and our pharmacy assistants, because they are our core model of who we would like to get the transformation and preparation for pharmacy. It is open if doctors and nurses usually would come. Sometimes we have dietitians, but our spaces have gone and they're limited. So really the pharmacists and the assistants are going to be the ones who are going to benefit from this.
Excellent.
But at the end of the day, I say the patient, because we are all about our patients.
Understood. Dr. Villarreal-Stewart, where can we get more information about the conference happening on the 28th?
Sure. So more information you can get from we can give our numbers as well. And then persons can we give also our email address that they can be able to relate that information to persons who are interested in attending. And we would love to, our website. So we would love to have persons attending. The whole idea is information, educating our pharmacists and our pharmacy professional fraternity, and anyone else who allied professions, or who also relate with pharmacists. And in the hospital, we relate with nurses, doctors. So we're really pleased to have our physicians out, educating us on various aspects of health. So it's going to be enjoyable. So we're really hoping that people can attend.
Definitely. Well, we're looking forward to hopefully having you back to learn a little bit more about the developments and really where the industry is going, because it's quite important and a significant contribution to our society. So, Ms. Pouchette and Dr. Villarreal Stewart, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. All the best on the 28th of July. And for those of you who may be interested, you can go onto their website. It's pharmaceuticalsocietytt.com to get more information. Early bird registration is up until the 14th of, was up until the 14th of July, rather.
Yeah.
And, well,
we will extend till the end of this week.
It's extended till the end of this week, so you can go ahead and you can get more and take part. This is the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned. Your birthdays are coming up right after this.